Can you say boobs? I hope so, because there's gonna be boobs.
Look at that!
Weird.
Faded flower.
Alcohol.
I love you, Brad Paisley!
Music. Unbelievable food.
Man, it's the best food in America down here.
You know, Mardi Gras. New Orleans, they have several days worth of parades during Mardi Gras, and it's crazy because they just line up these people, hundreds of thousands of people line the streets. It's wonderful. It's really cool. And being the king of a parade, you know, I'd always wanted to wear a cape. It goes back to wanting to be a superhero as a kid. But I really enjoyed it. It was a cross between Dracula and Hank Williams. You're dressed like an idiot and they're going crazy that you're going by and throwing beads at them. It's a weird paradox to be in.
Whatever nightmare you've had, something on this street resembles it.
So you're walking through the streets and you see all walks of life. You see people who are dressed up, they're coated in silver paint.
Every year, Willie Nelson turns more and more gray.
They're singing you songs they wrote.
Doggone chain.
And then there's ventriloquists.
Jimmy Timbers, what was that, hot dang it? Who was the head man?
I didn't understand a word that guy said.
Who is this I'm talking to? Who's the head personnel?
What's that now?
I was trying.
You Anglo-Saxon. Now, you wasn't the star in that picture called Me when the guy got shot in that big old chitlin bucket and got frills to death.
I came to the conclusion at the end of it that it wasn't necessarily about a message. It was more open to interpretation, I think.
Now, what is your name, Cool Daddy?
I have
Come on now.
no clue what you just said.
He has no clue.
He needs to work on not moving his mouth, for one thing. That's kind of the point of the whole ventriloquist thing. I mean, you got to start somewhere. He's got the puppet.
Paisley! Oh my God!
The balconies are kind of the place to be. Being able to experience all of the wonders of the human body without having to be right next to it.
Oh, here you go. Yeah. We should sell these at our show. We should. There you go, baby.
These people are sort of toppers. They're people that want to top one another.
Your whole show is going to be just one big pixelated picture.
So they're removing their tops in order to top the person who... Anyway, you see where I'm headed with this.
Do you mind if I rub your butt a minute?
I don't care.
What's funny about it is Mardi Gras is like a religious event. It's a prequel to Lent. I'm not sure it's what they meant when they were sort of founding Lent.
Welcome to Mardi Gras, everybody. Darling, I've been standing here just watching you all night. I think I've even caught you watching me a couple times. If I don't ask, I'll never know. This may sound dumb, but here we go. Do you believe in love at first sight? Me neither. I'm glad that we agree, believe me. That's a big relief. Well, this place is awful crowded and this music is so loud. Would you like to go and grab a bite to eat? Hit me now. Nice to finally meet a girl who doesn't move too fast. I was only checking, that's the reason that I asked. Relationships need time to grow. You and I should take this slow. Darling, tell me, would you like to dance? Me neither. Yeah, I was just being polite, thank goodness. My feet are much too tired. I'm sure you're tired too. I can see an empty booth. Would you like to maybe sit and talk a while? Me neither. Yeah, we'd never get along, I'm thinking. There's no chemistry at all. This has been a waste of time, and I'm running out of lines. Don't you think it's time for me to end this song?
You know, I didn't know what to expect when we were going to do that airboat. I've never been on one before. I had a couple band members with me when we went out there. The band, my drummer, Kendall, my piano player. We all just went down there and had a blast. It felt like flying to me, especially getting to drive it.
Go right on the side, push right, push right.
Push right?
A little bit, yeah.
It's like he hands you the controls and he says, here you go. I'm gonna let you drive it. Now just be careful, don't turn too sharp or it'll flip over. Go ahead. I think that's what he said.
All right, take it easy, back off on the accelerator. You'll wet the camera.
I was looking for the seat belt.
I was worried about the camera getting wet. My pants were already wet.
Of course, you know, anyone who's ever been in an airboat, you know, no seat belts.
Me and my 3 band members' lives are in my hands at that point. CMT better have good insurance.
So when you say riding, you mean fishing?
Riding.
Riding, oh, sorry.
Well, I remember meeting Arthur. It's sort of like remembering when you wrecked your car for the first time. It's sort of hazy, you know?
Well, I couldn't understand a thing he said.
What is it, April and May, they shut it down for 2 months.
Which made the experience more pleasurable.
I actually married some people in the swamp a while back. Brought the preacher out here, caught him a little alligator for a witness, picked him some wildflowers. The wedding pictures come out great.
I can't even imagine what that must feel like on a day-to-day basis to have your own language that no one else speaks.
We used to both do it. I still do the guided hunts, but he does the guided fishing. And if you eat enough of them, it's supposed to have aphrodisiac effect on it.
We went in a big circle.
Well, right before he did that, you know, he talked about a boat that had flipped over. Remember
And
that?
how everybody died doing this.
I think he said he knew what he was doing. Or maybe he said he was the guy that flipped the boat over.
Right.
I mean, you just don't know.
I remember him trying to explain to me we were going to go out and hunt for rats.
Got him, he got him.
Unbelievable.
That's my boy.
You've never seen a rat like this. It's a medium-sized dog.
Whoa. Man, look at those teeth.
It has these 2 little orange teeth that I guess are orange because they don't brush.
He's not too tickled, is he?
I don't think they have a good hygiene plan out there.
He needs to floss.
Does he fight? Oh, hey. You got anything you want to get pierced?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, come here. Yeah, bring him over here real quick.
He hands me this thing, and I think he said, don't let it bite you.
If his teeth gets close to your mouth, just drop him on the floor. You ready? I'm letting go. Ready?
Red beans and rats, ladies and gentlemen.
Red beans and rats.
Red beans and rats. That's great.
That was awesome.
Here's a song for all you Louisiana rednecks that can't keep your trucks clean like me. I've got some big news. The bank finally came through, and I own the keys to a brand new Chevrolet. Have you been outside? Sure is a nice night. I've had a little test drive down by the lake. There's a place I know about where the dirt road runs out. We can try out the 4-wheel drive. Come on now, what do you say? Girl, I can hardly wait. Get a little mud on the tires. Oh, it's a good night to be out there soaking up the moonlight. Stake out a little piece of shoreline. I've got the perfect place in mind. It's in the middle of nowhere. The way to get there, you gotta get a little mud on the tires. Oh, let's go for it. the trot line. Sunset's about 9 this time of year. We can throw a blanket down, cricket singing in the background, and more stars than you can count on a night this clear. Tell you what we need to do is grab a sleeping bag or two, build us a little campfire, and then with a little luck, we might just get stuck. Let's get a little mud on the tires. Here we go. Yeah, it's a good night to be out there soaking up the moonlight. Stay out a little piece of shoreline. I've got the perfect place in mind. It's in the middle of nowhere. One way to get there, gotta get a little mud on the tires. Then with a little luck, we might just get stuck. Let's get a little mud on the tires. I'll never forget the first time that I heard that pretty mouth say that dirty word. And I can't even remember now what she backed my truck into. She covered her mouth and her face got red, and she just looked so darn cute that I couldn't even act like I was mad. Yeah, I live for little moments like that. That's like just last year on my birthday. She lost all track of time and burnt the cake. Every smoke detector in the house was going on. She was just about to cry until I took her in my arms, and I tried not to let her see me laugh. Yeah, I live for little moments like that. I know she's not perfect, but she tries so hard for me, and I thank God that she isn't, 'cause how boring would that be? It's the little imperfections, it's a sudden change in plans, when she misreads the directions, we're lost but holding hands. Yeah, I live for Yeah, I live for little moments like that.
Wild Bill looked like somebody that could tear you apart if he wanted to.
Do whatever an alligator does. They'll never bark. They'll never catch frisbees. They don't do none of that kind of stuff. Trust me, you know.
He hands me an alligator, first of all.
What kind of alligator is this?
American alligator.
He says, now don't let it. That's not what you want to hear when you're already holding something. Now don't let it.
If you ever get bit by one like this, give him a hard pop on the nose like that, it pisses him off. You open up their mouth and you can get your hand out.
Here I am holding this thing, and he takes the tape off of its mouth.
Oh, good. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I don't need my hands at all.
And I said, is he going to bite? And he said, well, probably not.
Smile. Smile for the camera. Hey.
I like the two little alligators because it's like he said, oh, the most they can do is something like that, get a little prick on her finger or something like that. I don't know what he said.
How do you tell if it's a male or a female?
Check see if the mouth's open. If the mouth's open, you know it's a female. They talk all the time.
Which is the same in every species.
He was a real nice guy. Another one that, you know, again, he and Arthur were just talking up a storm. It's sort of like listening to animals.
Yeah, you never rode one before. You might have got on one, but you ain't never really rode it.
You know, sort of male dominance call.
Rotten stuff.
Yeah, my heel was going right off.
Yeah, I found myself just kind of waiting until they stopped and hoping to grasp some recognizable syllable of something.
Like if you ride,
you get careless, get stupid, do things that you probably shouldn't be doing and everything. When it would happen, and my boy kept telling, boy, you better watch that thing against you.
Fall off, because that's not true. You never rode one before. You might have got on one, but you ain't never really rode it. Got on one, but you ain't never really rode it.
A little score across here where I had my worst bite. I was about 9 foot. You have to put that on slow speed just so I can understand. He said every fifth word he understands.
As he's talking, there's like...
He said, well, I think I know what he said.
There's the ticker.
Well, I love her. But I love the fish. I spend all day out on this lake, and hell is all I catch. But today she met me at the door, said I would have to choose. And if I hit that fishing hole today, she'd be packing all her things and she'd be gone by noon. Well, I'm gonna miss her. I get home. Right now I'm on this lake shore, and I'm sitting in the sun. I'm sure it'll hit me when I walk through that door tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. Looky there, I've got a bite. Let's go fishing after this now, Matt. There's a chance that if I hurry, I could beg her to stay. That water's right and the weather's perfect. No telling what I might catch today. So I'm gonna when I walk through that door
Preservation Hall is an old house that was built in the 1700s, and it originally was a tavern, I think, and since then became a place where the Preservation Hall Jazz Band plays when they're not on the road. What was really cool for me about getting to play at Preservation Hall was getting to play a style of music that I never get to play. I played in some jazz bands back home and learned if you could play that stuff, you could play anything. And getting to play with these old guys who have been around since dirt, they have certainly paid their dues.
I hate to see that evening sun go down.
John was cool because he had that sort of, that New Orleans, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to bring it now, you know, and he you could tell he was a little bit, had a twinkle in his eye, and he was one of those old characters that probably flirts with the ladies in the front row.
When the saints go marching in,
I just thought he was great.
when the saints go marching in, Lord, I want to be in that number.
I wanted to prove a little bit that I respected what they did, that I wasn't just some young punk who had no clue about this form of music. They were very warm and very cordial, and I think they liked what I did. You know, they gave me a pat on the back after a couple of my solos and stuff. It really fed me, you know, it really was something that I enjoyed.
Put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette. She broke his heart. He spent his whole life trying to forget. And watched him drink his pain away a little at a time. But he never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind until the night he put that bottle to his head and pulled the trigger and finally drank away her memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger, and the strength he had to get up off his knees. We found him with his face down in the pillow, with a note that said, "I'll love her till I die." And when we buried him beneath a willow, the angels sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. The rumors flew, but nobody knew how much she'd blamed herself all for years and years. She tried to hide the whiskey on her breath. We watched her drink her pain away a little at a time, but she never could get drunk enough to get him off her mind until the night she put that bottle to her head and pulled the trigger and finally drank away his memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength she had to get up off her knees. They found her with her face down in the pillow, clinging to his picture for dear life. We laid her next to him beneath a willow, while the angels sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. La 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 la.
The food in New Orleans is, I'm serious, it's the best in America. There's nowhere better.
All
These
right.
are Louisiana crawfish.
Absolutely.
So when they turn nice and red, they're ready to eat.
One of my favorite things in the world right there.
I really love coming here, really just for that.
Just let them soak it in, that'll be fine.
Arthur actually cooked all these crawfish that we ate, which is the way I've always wanted to do it.
I mean, that's the only way to eat crawfish.
Dump it on the table, and that's how, and go to town.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is a feast, boys. Some of these are hot.
I mean, man, it was unbelievable to be able to do that on the bank of a swamp like that.
It was a very authentic experience.
You take the tail, you rip the tail off like this. And you rip the first little piece. Once you've done that, come around, grab it, pinch it, pull it out. You can devein it if you want, it's as easy as that. Then there's the meat right there.
Even if you don't do it right, there's about 10,000 of the things on the whole table, so you have time to get it right.
And then you suck the head. And all the juice winds up down there.
If you can get past how they look, it's unbelievable food. It's really great.
Stu, you guys are being awesome. Thank you for being here. This is wonderful. Someday I'm gonna be famous. Do I have talent? Heck no. These days you don't really need it, thanks to reality shows. Can't wait to date a supermodel. Can't wait to sue my dad. Can't wait to wreck a Ferrari on my way to rehab. 'Cause when you're a celebrity, it's adios reality. No matter what you do, people think you're cool just 'cause you're on TV. I can go major fit when my latte is just how I like it. They say I've gone insane, I'll blame it on the fame, the pressures that go with being a celebrity. I'll get to cry to Barbara Walters. Things don't go my way. I'll get community service, no matter which law I break. I'll make the supermarket tabloid. They'll write some awful stuff. But the more they run my name down, the more my price goes up. 'Cause when you're a celebrity, Thank you guys so much. Hope you had a good time tonight. God bless you.
That's really a present? I get to keep this? Oh, that's awesome. This is really cool. I love this. Thank you, Arthur.
We're here at Mother's in New Orleans, which is one of my favorite places to eat. It's very romantic normally. This is what they call debris. It's like whatever's left on the kitchen floor, and then they put it on the sandwich. I just can't believe it. All these people would come out to see me for this. I mean, look at this. All of this on a cable budget. It's crazy.
And so just look up and say, you know, Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Mardi Gras. You know, Mardi Gras. You know, Mardi Gras. You know, Mardi Gras. You know.